Pokemon Duel community. You guys, ladies and gentlemen, please stand up. Excuse me while I sit down. You guys, we have done it. The community has spoken, and the Pokemon Company International has responded. You guys, like, please pat on your back, give ourselves a hand. This is absolutely amazing. I cannot believe this has happened. I cannot believe we are here. And I'm so happy and grateful to be a part of this community because we did it together. We did this together. So I kind of want to just skim through what they said. They said to further protect your game integrity, the Pokemon Company International will immediately implement new security checks to verify account ownership in addition to those already in use. New features that will improve account security and identification are also in development. More details about these features will be shared at a later time. They're doing something. They're implementing more things, and man, I'm so excited. I can't believe we're here. What are we, like 2 years later, 2.5 years later? No, maybe like 2 1/4, something like that. But they also mentioned something at the very bottom that I want to address. For users who broadcast their games on streaming services and believe others may see the support ID and other details, notify support at support.pokemon.com. The team can assist by placing special protections on these accounts. Special protections. Now, I don't necessarily agree with this. I think everybody who plays this game should be the same across the board. Myself, Pokefodder, K-Dub, Care Bear, everybody, all other YouTubers. We don't need special treatment, man. The special security protection should be, like I said, across everybody across the board. But you guys know for damn sure that I did email them to see what these special protections are. So as soon as I hear back, I'll let you guys know. Anyway, we've had this banner's been out for a little bit. I've had my chance to play with the figures. Got to play with the Primal Groudon, play with the Primal Kyogre. I even messed around with the Sandlet and Salazzle. Try to make a poison deck. And you know what? I'll give you my opinion on these figures, but what I'm still seeing at high level play, it's being dominated by grass decks and dragon decks. So how are we going to take care of these decks? I'm gonna show you guys 2 matches. Well, I'll show you guys one match, giving you my full opinion on you know, the water buffs and primarily Primal Kyogre, and then have a fun match to show you guys that's going to feature triple Politoad. 1 second. Alright guys, we are back, and like I said, as soon as I crafted a deck, as soon as I made a water deck after the booster openings, I played 3 grass decks in a row, and they were very, very difficult. I mean, look at this deck. He's got the triple Lurantis, the Rowlet full line, the Trigo full line, and the Tapu Bulu. He's got 2 max revives, Grass Sphere, Tropical Energy, and a Scoop Up. So, like, what's the weakness to this deck? I would say status condition, because these are heavy white attackers. I guess movements such as like moves that move them to the PC, such as like Cyclone Kick or the Moongeist Beam. I think that could be a weakness as well. But these things are hitting for well over 200 damage. 200 damage. What does this thing hit for? Primal Kyogre. He hits for 160. Granted, people are going to be having a Manaphy. I would say probably only one. I don't see too many people rocking double Manaphies, but it's going to be hitting for 190. That's not enough. The Groudon, same thing, hitting for 160 and 130, I believe. It's not enough, man. It's not enough in today's meta. And Primal Kyogre, his wheel is just so inconsistent. His wheel is basically, I don't want to say a miss, but not, it doesn't do anything. I mean, the dodge, between the dodge and the miss, it's just a neutral turn, essentially. Well, I wouldn't say neutral, but if you miss, you miss. But you don't need the dodge. And then you have the, what is it, the Origin Pulse. Now, I would like this figure better if the purple actually KO'd the opponent that you attacked into. But it doesn't unless they are status conditioned, unless they have a, you know, unless they're paralyzed, unless they're burned, it's going to spin them. If they roll a miss, then they'll get KO'd. But it's very slim. And also, I think, yeah, if the opponent spin a blue, they go to the bench. I mean, I've seen some cheese with it, but it rarely happens. And it rarely happens, and it's going to be hard to status condition decks like this when they have scoop ups and the tropical energy. It's just, I don't know, man. It's rough. I feel like the majority of the time you want Primal Kyogre to hit Hydro Pump. But like I said, it's pretty inconsistent. Same goes to Groudon. So anyway, this is a scary deck. So let's watch how this match unfolds. I'm going to open up with Tapu Fini. He's going to open up with his Lurantis. I'm going to move to the center because I want to put my Fini in the center, kind of create that shuffle wall. But at the same time, it's going to allow my opponent to fully set up. So he brings on his Rowlet, and I'm definitely going to counter with my Feebas. And here, got to know your matchups. He puts Lurantis here. I'm like, why would you do that? I can immediately put my Poliwrath to threaten him because he's not going to attack me. But after watching this match before, I failed. Like, I learned a lot because there's a lot of things that I should have done that I didn't do. Like, right now, I should just attack into this Lurantis. I need to status condition it, and I need just, that's going to negate the plus 50 or the buff of 30 from that Lurantis alone. But I don't play a little conservative. I'm going to, well, yeah, I want to cover all these entry points first. Okay, now we're good. And now I should probably attack the Lurantis and Aquasphere. Further setting up. I guess that's not necessarily a bad play because the opponent attacks me here. Fortunately, I get the blue pulse. But look at that, 211 damage. 211 damage, man. Right there. I think that's when I should have attacked the Lurantis. But I guess I felt like I had the roll here. I mean, I could have lost to his gold, though. And I attack again since he decides to stay. Hits the dodge, and actually it's kind of a good thing that I kept attacking the Trico, because what you'll see here is my opponent's going to scoop up. So this wastes the scoop up. I think it's a wasted turn because he scooped up something that is not status conditioned. So I think that was a mistake there. But at the same time, he goes straight after my Poliwrath, which would have given him the evolution. But fortunately for me, he hits the dodge, and now this Trico is a complete dodge machine. But when he did it, I was like, dude, now I can't attack into the Lurantis. This is bad. So I DC here, and I go straight for the draw. I'm like, well, let's get this threat off the board. We don't want to see this here. Origin Pulse. I'm like, all right, well, let's get the white. No, the Origin Pulse again. But, I mean, this deck does have, they do have a lot of miss between the Lurantis, but nobody misses. And Bulu hits the white. Now he's healed, and I'm like, oh, no. Ugh, risky play here, but I mean, granted, then again, never mind. I wouldn't even say it was that risky because it's flip coin. Heads, he wins. Tails, I win. And unfortunately, I hit the roll. So maybe, yeah, I think that was a good play, but he still has double max. And here I'm just gonna proc the, look at that, 197. 197. Kyogre can't beat that. But now I got two status conditioners. Two status conditioners. Well, I have three status conditioners on the board, and it's good. Because now I have the edge on my opponent. But I'd like still, these Lurantis are kind of just chilling. And I'm like, all right, so now we need to get rid of this. Let's try, or let's confuse it. Don't hit the blue pulse. And I'm like, oh no. Yeah, he has to hope to hit that quick attack. I think it's quick attack, right? But it's not happening. Not likely. I'm going after Bulu, trying to confuse this Bulu. And I do. And a confused Bulu is it's one problem out of the way. Look, he's still got the Trop. He still has the double max. And I max revive here. I don't want to attack the Tapu Bulu. If I attack the Tapu Bulu, I KO the Tapu Bulu, I pretty much get KO'd by the Rowlet the following turn. So I'm going to get everything on the board. I'm going to move to the left side because I see two vulnerable Lurantis, and I'm like, all right, we got to confuse these. Like, this is what we need to do. Boom, hit the blue pulse. I'm like, let's go. 211, man. It's absolutely insane. There's one. There's one out of the way. Now he's got three figures confused, and he's smart here. Well, see, I don't know if he should. Well, actually, no, that was good because I would have attacked the following turn, and I would have won that roll, and he would have had to cover the goal. So, yeah, I mean, he did have three, so that's probably good. Now he doesn't have that anymore, and all I got to do is confuse more figures. Here, see, I was scared. I should have attacked the Lurantis. I don't know why I didn't. I guess I was scared that the Rowlet would attack me the following turn, but he wouldn't get the buff. And I'm like, what am I doing, man? I'm just making dumb plays after dumb plays. That's 2 opportunities I could have. With that damage, I think we could have out damaged him if I would have statused him, but I don't. I play scared a lot, and yeah. So now I'm like, okay, now I need to attack them. Now I need to attack him. Now that now that I'm in trouble, and fortunately for me, he rolls the miss. Here I have to sack my Milotic because I have to goal block with the Kyogre. And there goes my poor Milotic. But it's okay because what's on the goal is confused. And I can KO that, and I have a good opportunity to confuse the following Lurantis. So I know my opponent still has the max drive. I'm like, I gotta get out of there. I do not want to get surrounded. And then he pulls another max. And because he pulled the other max, now it's safe to attack. Now I can actually, well, I'm going to move up, and then I'm going to attack the following turn. So that's when I move in. I'm like, all right, let's go. Try to go for some cheese here. Try to set up some cheese here because I am rocking the Aqua Sphere and my Manaphy's on the board. So what I do here is I move, attack again. Yeah, after I attack again, I move my Feeny right above my Milotic. So my Feeny gives my Feeny 3 MP. So if my opponent does not see it, he would get surrounded the following turn. But my opponent is smart. He sees that, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. We can just attack here again. Let's confuse this thing. Even better. Even better than miss. Let's go. And that's pretty much GG, boys. There's no way. Well, I mean, there is a way I could roll a miss. Like, hey, my purple, he can get his gold. But I have the odds here. And just to add insult to the injury, he hits his white on my white. And that is GG, boys. And all I got to say is, man, these grass decks are so hard to take out. If you guys watched my stream yesterday, I played in the Duels Invitational, and I got completely obliterated by Care Bear rocking a grass deck, and I was rocking a flame deck, and I was like, dude, I'm going to win this match. I got absolutely destroyed, like completely destroyed. So my opinion on the figures, Groudon, Kyogre, they need more damage, man. For like legendary beasts like them, I think they need more damage. It's hard to let's look at the figures. Ground and fire. It's really hard to one status condition everything because people in the meta now are carrying heals. They're carrying the tropical energy. They're carrying full or scoop ups, full heals. Like, and I like that that's in the meta, but it's hard to do that. And then to have to rely on this attack that only hits for 160, and the fact that I'm saying only hits for 160 is absolutely ridiculous because it's just, I don't know, man. It's rather difficult. I even tried using, like I said, the Salazzle. Try to bring on a poison deck. Try to dust off the Mega Beedrill. And last night, man, wasn't happening. Look at my rating. I'm down 200 points from just yesterday. Trying to rock the Salazzle. I want to get a cool poison win for you guys. Couldn't get it. Tried to make the fire deck work with the Groudon. Couldn't do it. And yeah, look at this deck I'm running, guys. Look at this deck. I've never, ever contemplated about running a Dio deck. I don't even have the Cosmo energy. But this is what I'm going to try and run because I'm seeing, like I said, a plethora of grass decks and dragon decks. This is what I'm going to try to do to beat them out. I'm going to get my Dio D to level 5. I'm actually going to get him to level 10, and I'm going to increase the counter. I'm going to use the Cobalion to protect him from gold. Mew, I think Mew does good in the meta right now, especially with all the dragons flying around. I'm gonna need Lunala. Lunala can move through figures. He has the Moongeist Beam. I'm actually gonna try this deck out once I get everything. Because once I get everything prepared, I'm actually pretty poor. I don't have gems. I only have that much gold because I sold all my AI tickets. So I'm gonna give this deck a try once I get all the everything in. But like I said, I promised you guys the Politoad match. So give me 1 second while we get that going. All right, guys, we are back, and this match actually comes from Michael Hobbs. He hit me up on Twitter because I alluded to this the triple Politoad when I was doing the booster openings. I was like, oh, triple Politoad in a Swablu deck would be pretty good. Well, not necessarily, because Politoad's water, so you're gonna need the Manaphy for the buff. You need the Feeny to protect against the rush. And then you got the Primarina to, because of his ability, also adds to the round. So you got 4 figures that round, and round times 4 is 160 plus the Manaphy. It's be hitting for 190, and the Hydro Pump is going to be hitting for 130. So the opponent, or I guess the person that we're watching, he's got an interesting deck here. He's got the Dragon Sphere. It looks like he's trying to play with the Turtonator, or the Bowser, the Super likes to call. And he's going to basically use the Shaman to buff these 3 figures right here. And trying to get some banishes, so let's watch how this match unfolds. The only problem is, if the Michael here, if he gets all the Politoads on, GG boys, because he can't use any plates. So let's watch this match. Opens up with a Shaman. He's going to, Michael's going to open up with the Tapu Fini, because he needs to be able to bring on all the Watermons, but at the same time, this guy's not really rushing him, so. And the opponent, he's running a plate. He's got to get this plate going ASAP. And just like that, the opponent cannot use plates anymore. I think we're going to stop real quick. I think Hydreigon needs a buff. I really like this as well as how easy it is to evolve the Roar, but at the same time, look how poor this figure is. It's a 1 MP. He only gets plus 10 for however many Hydreigons as well as Indianos are on the board. And if he evolves, gets 2 MP. Look at this tag. He's got the Draco Meteor, Flamethrower, Dark Pulse. This thing needs to be hit, has Dark Pulse, needs to hit for a solid 130. Solid 130, easily. And a Flamethrower needs to be 100, my opinion. But let's continue watching. Pulling on this Spirit Tomb to pull the Grudgestone, and, I mean, why not, right? You need to get rid of these toads. And he attacks, and that could have been bad. Could have cursed him, but he does land the Destiny Bond. I think it's Destiny Bond, but he's Michael's got double max, so he's all right. He's all right. And unfortunately for him, it's kind of risky attacking. Like I said, Hydro Pump 120 or the round 190. I wanna make him deck, or I wanna practice more with the Bowser. But he attacks again. Look at that! Hits the round 190, a whopping 190. Let's go. But against a grass deck, that wouldn't do anything. It's a dragon deck, that wouldn't do anything. Politoad hit for 140. That's absolutely amazing. Pulls the Grudgeon again. Does not get the white. Very, very unfortunate right there. Could have been gone, but rolls the miss. Now the opponent, or Michael, has to do is pretty much attack. He does. I don't think he has any X speeds, but the opponent gets the Roar. The opponent does get the evolution off. He's gonna have the Hydreigon on the board, but like I said, Hydreigon is just. Hydreigon might do good. See, I don't know why the opponent didn't just DC with. Oh, he can't DC. That's why. I was like, why does the opponent not just using DC with the Hydreigon so he can hit the Draco Meteor? Because Draco Meteor is anything that hits for. Hold on, I need to stop this. It's for anything that hits for one. Hits for 70 or above, right? They spin, or wait, what does it do again? Draco Meteor, one of the opponent or one other Pokemon on the field spins. If they spin a miss or a white attack of 70 damage or more, they're knocked out. Yeah, so it would have. Wait, would have it counted the round? I think it would have. But this might be. Does well listen to Hydreigon? I mean, in a grass deck, it could do well. It could do well. But that is GG boys to the opponent. So good game, Michael. That was a very entertaining match to watch. I wanted to see what triple Politoad would look like, and this delivered. It looked awesome. But this video's I've been way too long already, so we're gonna cut it there. And once this opponent finally misses or gets protect again, and he's gonna have to gain weight. But we are in the Queen's Cup. The Queen's Cup unfortunately has Frost Rotom. I don't know why, and I'm not even like that seriously invested into it. I mean, I will grind just to get the cube, but like I said, we're gonna cut it there. So I hope you guys. It's Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, peace.